Hey guys, sorry it's been so long. I've just, uh, I don't know, I just really haven't had much to talk about, and it's just, my life's been hectic. I have a new lady, that's good though. Just a quick update on that, and, it's my first time dating somebody, being their boyfriend, which is really funny, because she's actually, uh, kind of a lesbian, which you know, it's funny though because she actually treats me like more of a guy than straight girls have. Like straight girls pretty much just treated me like a girl. But she like calls me her boyfriend and says he, and pretty much the only thing that I don't like is the fact that she always pays for everything because I have no job. But I'll figure that out. And she's even tells me to take testosterone, and I'm of course afraid that she'll stop being attracted to me, but I'm not just gonna not take testosterone for that. Anyways, what I was really gonna talk about is, uh, I've, I've been thinking about, well, I've thought about this for a while, but I kind of, like, I first started thinking about it, like, a few months ago, because one of my friends, messaged me when she found out, like, well, when I came out as trans, and she was like, oh, getting surgery and taking hormones, it's messing with your body, it's going against nature, it's body modification, it's like plastic surgery. And at first I was just like, oh, well, that's bullshit, this is completely different. But I've started to think about it, and now, I know this could piss some people off, but I want you to know, I want you all to know that I understand, like, I just have all these different ideas, and I'm not trying to say anything, because I myself am trans, always thought I was a man, or not a man, but like a boy, not a man yet, but I'm gonna take hormones, and I'm gonna get surgery, but the thing is that sometimes I get to wonder, I'm like, should I do all this? Because, yes, I feel like a man, or male, but I don't really believe in plastic surgery, and I think about it and I'm like, oh, well, they're just doing it to make themselves look better. And I'm not. 'Cause I could look completely different on testosterone. Be, I could look, I could, I could not look as good as I do now. That's what I'm trying to say. At least not to myself. But the thing that I was just thinking about, it probably sounds retarded, but, like, you, we do take hormones, and we get plastic surgery so that we look like we think we should. And isn't that why other people get plastic surgery? So I was thinking, is it kind of like that? Like, I still think it's completely different because, I'm not doing it to look better. But the thing is I don't know. Like, I just go back and forth. And sometimes I just wish I could be happy with what I have. Like, I mean, all of us, I'm sure, have thought that, but it's just, it's really frustrating because I don't want to have to go through all of this just to be who I feel like I should. But the thing is that I don't think I could just not have any surgery or not have hormones. Like, I've lived my life without it for, you know, 17 years, almost 18 years. But not really, because when I was a child, I always passed as a boy. Everybody thought I was a boy, and it wasn't until I started hitting puberty that people, thought I was a girl. And even then, most of the time, they just asked me, they're like, are you a boy or a girl? So, I don't know, it's just gotten really hard to live without all this. Because, I don't know, like, I didn't even, want to, cause like, okay, I knew that I was trans when I was like 13. I just knew, of course, cause I like researched it and I knew people that were trans. And I told my mom, and she just told me to talk to her about it later. And I was like, alright. So I just lived my life as I did. And I always thought about it, but I was just like, oh, I don't want to do all this. It's too much. It's too hard. And I think that's what kept me from doing it. But now I'm just like, it's too hard not to do it. But I don't know. Like, I just have these theories that, like, I mean, I'm not really big into gender binary, whatever, however the fuck you say that word. Excuse me. Anyways, I mean, I realize that a lot of people, apparently most people, fit into their gender roles, but sometimes I think that's just nature, like, or not nature, nurture. I don't think it's nature at all. Like, pretty sure if, you know, we like if we could do experiments on kids just like we did with guinea pigs or something, I'm sure that if we just like raised children to not know anything about gender roles, then they'd probably be no different. I mean, obviously they would, like, males and females, they would like think different and they'd be different emotionally, and just, but that's just like biology. But I have this theory that if they grew up with no traditional gender roles, then it wouldn't, I don't think it would fucking matter. And I just wish that we didn't have to go through all this bullshit for these gender roles. Like, what is the point of gender roles? And, like, I mean, I realize that the differences in the sexes, has to do a lot with, like, you know, what do you call it? Shit that we needed back in the day. Like, you know, men had to be a certain way because they were supposed to protect the woman while she's pregnant and, like, go hunting. I'm sorry, I'm not really good at explaining. Like, I actually am smarter than this usually. But I realize that there's differences in the sexes for, like, good actual reasons. But the thing is, now, that's pretty much all bullshit. Like, doesn't really fucking matter. Like, yeah, some men still go hunting and shit, but, like, in America, like, females can do just as much as males do, and no, they're not as physically strong, so, or usually, but, like, they can, it doesn't fucking matter if they're a male or a female, and I think that someday, maybe, it won't matter at all, because, like, as we go on, like, it seems like teenagers in this generation are, like, every generation, teenagers seem to be, like, more androgynous. Like, I don't know, it's just, like, especially, like, these past few decades, like, it's just, like, now you go to fucking high school and all the guys are girly and all the girls are there. It's just, like, they're all the same, and I think someday we'll just realize that it doesn't really matter what the plumbing is, and so people like me won't have to go against their fucking beliefs and get plastic surgery so they feel right in their fucking bodies, and someday people like me will not have to be, like, will not automatically be assumed to be a girl just because of my body parts, and I don't think it should, don't think we should even make a difference. There should be no he and she. And fuck, I'm out of time. Well, guess see you guys later. Bye.